In my last video, we had Antigravity connect to a Google Workspace by setting up Google Workspace MCP server and then adding our first agentic workflow by creating a markdown file that helped us prepare for the day the same way that an AI system would. This time, we're going to be building off of that same setup by adding two additional workflows. The first one is going to be cleaning up our inbox and reviewing all of our unread emails and organizing them. The second one is going to be preparing us for meetings that we have on the same day. And for this second one, we're also going to be adding a second MCP server connection so that when our agent prepares us for our meetings for the day, it's going to add the meeting notes to our Notion page in a database, which is going to make our setup even more powerful. If this is something that you're interested in building and want to learn how to set up, keep watching and I will show you how. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is David, where I teach you how to build AI agents and automations. Now, like I said earlier, this is going to be in addition to the last video. Now, this is going to be episode 2 of the Google Workspace MCP series. If you haven't watched the first video yet, I'll leave a link to the description below. In this one, this is where I showed you how to set up the Google Workspace MCP server. And then I set up this agentic workflow here, which basically just goes through our Google Workspace and helps us prepare for the day, sort of giving you like an agenda. Now, this time I'm going to be adding 2 more workflows. I'm going to make it really easy for you, where basically you can go to the same repo where I have all my stuff in my GitHub, the workflows folders where I had the start my workday markdown. This time I'm adding 2 more. This is going to be inbox cleanup and meeting prep. Now, the inbox cleanup is going to be really cool. It basically organizes all of your emails, creates labels, and then you can add it and modify it however you need. Of course, some of the stuff here is going to be placeholders, so just make sure you replace that. But we're going to be going through my inbox here for my test account. Then I have this test meeting right here where it's going to help us prepare for our day. And then once it prepares us for that meeting, it's going to create a page right here and set up all the notes for the meeting. Now I'll show you how to set up everything in Notion, and of course, I'm going to do some demonstrations to show you how it works. It's really simple, really powerful. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the inbox cleanup first, since we can get started on that right away. Then we'll move on to the meeting prep. I'll show you how to connect Notion. Everything's super easy. I'll show you step by step how to get it all done. So if you're ready to go, let's get started. All right, first let's get started by creating our 2 markdown files. So this is the same folder structure that I used in my last demo. Right here in where you see your folder structure here, you're just going to create a new file and just call this one inbox-cleanup.md. Oh, I need to move that in here. Okay, new file inside our workflows, and this one's going to be meeting prep-prep.md, just like that. All right, now, like I said, we're going to be starting off with our inbox cleanup. So let's go in here, and then you're just going to go to my GitHub here. Let's go to inbox cleanup, click on code here, and then just copy this entire thing. So copy, and then go back to Antigravity, and then we're just gonna paste. While we're at it, we're just gonna copy the other one as well. So meeting prep, code, copy, and then this time we're going to go into meeting prep and then paste that markdown in there. Okay, just save everything. All right, we're good to go for this one. As far as the first agentic workflow goes, you're pretty much done setup wise. Really cool, simple, and easy. Assuming you followed along with the first video. So once again, just watch that to connect your Google Workspace. Now I'll explain here what's going on. So this is going to be cleaning up our inbox. It's going to go through all of our unread messages and then organize them in the way that we want to organize them. So like I said, this is totally customizable. Modify everything that better suits you. But I'll show you what I'm going to be doing for this example. So again, the rules right here go through unread emails only. So this is just making sure it doesn't go through your entire mailbox, which would be a lot if you have a big mailbox, and also we don't want to blow through our tokens. So just have it go through your unread emails and then modify this stuff right here. So the labeling rules here is telling the agent to go through emails that are sent by these different people and then add them, add labels. And then also the next one is just delete any unread messages from any of these people. So I'm using my test inbox here. So I don't have a lot of other messages from people to delete. So that's why I just picked Zapier, because there was that one right there for a promotional email that I'm just going to be using for testing, pretending to be people that I don't want, or mail that doesn't end up in your junk or your spam and you want to delete. Because in my personal one, I get a lot of that and I just want to clean that up. So that's what this is doing. And then once again, it's just clarifying all the rules, emphasizing the fact that it should be unread only. Now, before we get Antigravity to do anything here, I'm just gonna add some things here. So these are some test emails that I sent to myself from other test accounts. So as you can see, some of these, all of these are unread. I have these really old ones that are unread. Now, the reason why I sent these twice is I wanted to demonstrate the agent's ability to differentiate between read and unread. So let's take these ones here. Okay, I'm going to mark them as read. So the agent should be ignoring these ones and only focusing on these 3 emails. Now, under labels here, I have 3 different ones: clients, projects, and vendors. I already have these set up ahead of time. If you don't create the labels, the agent's going to create them for you. So I'm going to test that out. So I'm going to click on this one here. I'm just going to go remove label. So projects is now missing. Now I just have clients and vendors. Now, if you go to the markdown right here, it's clients, vendors, projects. It's going to put messages from me and put them in projects label. The way this should work is that it should see that there is no project label, so it'll create one. We're going to be testing that as well. All right, so we're good to go. I'll go over quickly one more time what it's supposed to do. It's going to go through my whole mailbox, only read these 3 unread ones, put them in the right label right here, and then create the projects label and then add the label for that. So let's get this going. Go to your prompt right here, and I'm going to say, please read inbox cleanup.md and instructions. I'm gonna add these prompts in here for you guys in my GitHub, just to make it a little bit easier. Oh, and then also it's gonna delete that Zapier email as well. So that looks good. Let's hit enter there. And it's gonna go through this markdown right here. It analyzed it already. Just gonna say yes, and I'll always allow. Looks like it's going through the labels. All right, So it's all done. It said, I have successfully cleaned up your inbox. Went through 4 emails. So far that sounds pretty good, because it's the 3 one that I wanted to organize and the one that I wanted to delete. So right here, it said it had applied these labels, deleted one. All right, let's go back to my inbox here. And here are the labels. Let's go clients, vendors. Let's refresh, actually. Okay, there we go. It's getting a little worried there. Making a liar out of me. So clients, there's the Bacon email, vendors, there's a Zoom email, projects, there's me. The other thing I wanted to check, go here, promotions, that Zapier email is gone. I'm gonna go to trash, and it looks like it's right there. Perfect. Not much going on for this test inbox, just a bunch of spam and test emails. But awesome. Looks like it organized my mailbox. Obviously, if you have a bigger mailbox, you're going to see a lot of movement. But it pretty much did its thing. It organized the emails appropriately. You know, if I wanted these gone, I can add that to some of the rules. Maybe you can add emails from a certain date. Move here, delete, however you want it. All you have to do is just go into this section right here and tell it to organize however you want. Deletion rule, which is step number 2, tells you what to delete. So as far as workflow number 1 goes of this video, you're all done. It's all set up. Nice and easy. All right, moving on to workflow number 2. This one is going to be meeting prep. This one's really cool. So this one, like I said, is going to be connecting to Notion, connecting to a Notion database. It's going to go through my calendar. Let's go back here. I have one test meeting right here. It's going to take this meeting. All right. Another cool thing it's going to do, it's going to go into this business folder. So this is all just mock data that I set up, not real information. Don't have a meeting with a person named Bacon. It's going to go to this folder. I have, meeting documents, things in preparation for the meeting. So this is just mock data. Just went through, I think it was Gemini, to say, hey, make up some information, blah, blah, blah. So if you want to test yourself, you can do something like that. I just said, hey, I have a meeting with this. It's just mock data. Please make a mock document. So about the company, why they reached out. This is also just made up. Well, if this is your company, this is what Gemini put for me. I'm not trying to make anything about your company. But anyways, yeah, it's just say why they reached up, key discussion points, etc., etc. And then products and services. This is just, again, pretend everything's all here. Pretend and mock-up data. But this is just going through information about services and products that, your pretend company will provide. So you can put your company information in here if you want. Again, I got this just from a chatbot, Gemini, pretty sure. But you can do the same thing with Claude, ChatGPT. So what the agent is going to do is going to go through this business folder, go through meeting docs, products and services, use that to prepare for the meeting, and then it's going to write everything in a Notion database. This one right here. Okay. So again, as far as the anti-gravity part setup goes, it's all pretty much good to go right here. Just remember to change these placeholders right here. I'm gonna put placeholders here. So have it go to your database that you want to use right here as well. And then also just make sure you're replacing these folder names right here. I'm gonna put placeholders there so they're easier to find. But just make sure that you change these to the values of your drive and your Notion database. So the only thing that we really need to add here is our Notion connection. And then once we have our Notion connection set up, we're going to have this database connect to that connection. All that is super easy. Then we'll do a quick test. So let's get started with that part. We're going to go ahead, and also another link I'm going to put in the description below, which is to this connection page right here. So follow that link. It's going to take you right here. Just sign into your Notion account. And then these are the ones that I've set up for experimenting and testing and in a demo. So this is super easy. All you're going to do is you're going to get a new connection, leave it at access token, give it a name. So this is just going to be, you can just name it whatever you like. Antigravity demo, create connection. All right, so that's pretty much it. Just leave all of these checked right here. It's going to spit it right there. You can just say copy. You're going to need that right there. And then just put it on the side for now. Anti-gravity demo. Yep, that looks good. And that's pretty much it. Going back to anti-gravity, you're going to create another file or right in the root file. So outside of everything, name this one .env. Right, you're going to name it right there. And then you're just going to type Notion underscore token equals, and then you're going to paste your token right in here. So, it'll be something like NTN underscore, and then a whole bunch of series of numbers and characters. So go ahead and paste that in there. All right, once you have that pasted in there, you're pretty much good to go for your Notion setup in Antigravity. So I am going to put this prompt here that I have ready. I'm going to put this in my GitHub, so don't worry about that. Hit send. And now it is going to set up a Notion connection, and that way it's going to work side by side with our existing Google Workspace MCP server, and the two together are super powerful. If you're like me that uses Gmail or the Google Workspace and Notion together, it's super helpful. So just yes for yes and always allow for everything. And then it's just going to work through its thing here. It's going to read the .env file, and then it's going to create the MCP server connection. So the way we're doing this is that it's setting up the MCP server connection the same way that we did with Google Antigravity. It's just going to do all the things for you. Okay, so it says I have successfully configured the Notion MCP server to run side by side with your existing Google Workspace server. Awesome. So it's all configured, good to go. At least I hope it is, because I'm doing this sort of live recording, but I like to do this all in one go. Yeah, so let's go into our Notion database here. So this is the test database that I'm going to be using in the Markdown file. This is where I told to write its nodes. When you're in your database, you're going to click on the three dots on the top right, and then you're going to click on connections. You're going to add a new connection, and then there's the one that we just created, Antigravity demo. I'm going to select that, add to page. All right, and we're good to go. So it's ready. Now, what's happening here is that the connection that we just created has all these permissions. It's applied to this database. So then Antigravity, since we have it connected to our Notion connection, that Notion connection is connected to this database. So when it goes through the connection, it's going to look through every database that we set it up with. And because I told it to look for that particular database in Notion, it's going to find it and it should be able to write to it. So that's what's going to happen right there. All right, so now let's test this out. So I'm going to say, please read meeting prep.md now markdown. Now, full disclosure, before this, I tried to test this out and I didn't save this. So just make sure when you add these, you're saving. Sounds simple, but I think I just overlooked that, and then it didn't know what to do. I got it confused, so I just reopened this. But yeah, so it hasn't done anything yet because this file, according to Antigravity, didn't exist. So I have it saved. I'm gonna run this, basically saying, read this markdown, follow your instructions. All right, so I'm gonna hit send here. All right, so meeting prep.md, I see that it has it right there. It's going through my files there. Going through the database now. All right, so it has an implementation plan. I'm just gonna hit proceed with that. It's all good. Now it's not doing it a bunch of times because I've hit allow before, but just read carefully what it's asking you to do. If it asks you anything about Git, just say, no, I don't want this on GitHub. I have, I got these from GitHub. This project itself is not in there because I don't want my credentials on there because this is where these are. So it did that for testing, not recording. So just something I wanted to add in there. Just read carefully what it's asking. That's why I like to have it ask to allow. It's kind of annoying at first, but once you hit always allow, then it doesn't bug you as much. Yes, allow. All right, and it said it's done. I have successfully completed the workflow to prepare for today's meeting. So it's just showing the output of what it created. So I'm gonna go to the Notion database right here, and looks like it did it. I didn't have to refresh. Prep client meeting with ABC company, August 3rd, 2026. If I go and check my calendar, ABC company, August 3rd, 2026. Perfect. Okay, let me open this up. And these are all the notes. It talks about the attendees, the location, Fairmont Chateau, Lake Louise. It's just a hotel in Canada with a beautiful view. Yeah, so it talks all the stuff. It took all the information from the files in Google Drive. It helps you prepare for a meeting. Now, if you have multiple meetings, it'll create different pages. This can be super helpful if you have a lot of meetings on the go and you just want some quick notes to help prepare for them. So that was successful. Nice and easy, really good. So again, go through these steps. Maybe there's some things in here that you want to modify to your liking. Just make sure you're replacing these placeholders here that I'm going to put, and then it should be good to go. All right, so what we did for today is that we created 2 new markdown files, 2 agentic workflows, in addition to the whole setup. So now we have start my workday, inbox cleanup, and meeting prep, which now connects to a Notion database and can write all your meeting prep notes in Notion. You're more than welcome to go ahead and create your own markdown file where it creates Notion database pages for anything. Maybe something from Google Docs, maybe something for your calendar you want to add in here. It's going to work side by side. As you saw, it went through the Google Drive calendar and then wrote to Notion, indicating that it's able to go through both MCP server connections. These examples were simple since it's a test account. This just gives you the possibility to do a whole bunch of things with Google Workspace and Notion, which is awesome. So that is it for the video for today. I hope this was really helpful. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you like agentic automations such as this one, I also made some end-to-end ones as well. feel free to hit subscribe. Please like the video, helps out the channel a lot. I got one more episode here to go for this whole setup, and it's going to make it even more easier for you to run all your agentic workflows. So once again, thanks again for watching. I'll be working on episode number 3 to make this even more powerful. So stay tuned for that video. In the meantime, enjoy your AI assistant. You can already do so many things. Happy automating, and I will see you in the next one.